What's going on, gang? Make a couple of moves here. Good afternoon. How are you? Welcome. Greetings, salutations, fist bumps, high fives all the way around. My name's Alan Cox. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Say hi to Bill Squire, who's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone. Thanks for listening to and watching this episode of the Alan Cox Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share a cold one with the boys.
Mary Santora will join us momentarily. Poundcake is...
She pooping?
Huh? No, she's, her cat was getting surgery.
Oh.
So she's picking up her cat. So she'll join us later, later on. Poundcake's back behind the glass. Don't detract from his grand entrance.
Mm-hmm. Happy Throwback Thursday, white people.
It is, isn't it? Oh, did you post something?
No.
Little Poundcake with that first Fisher-Price My First Mustache?
Hey.
Well, we all got it. We all got like that first little dirt stash, right?
Yeah, mine was thick.
It was?
Yeah.
When you were a kid, your first stash was thick?
Well, I don't
even think I grew a mustache until I was in college.
I didn't start to get the stash till like 16, 17. But like after that, I'm like, this is different. So I just let it grow, and people were saying that it was going past my face. Like, you know,
what does that mean?
Like past the mouth?
It was going past my mouth and sticking up like I had whiskers.
Oh, like it was all wiry, you mean? Yeah. Well, because your hair is probably coarse, right?
I mean, the first time around it was. Because I didn't shave it, because they always told me, I don't know why I listened to the stupid myths, but they were like, you know, if you grow or if you shave your mustache too soon, you'll get gray hairs. I'm like, right. I'm 16.
Or the more you shave it, the thicker it comes in.
You know, stupid stuff like that. So I swear I didn't shave it for
haven't
like
we
a
seen
year.
photos of you with that stash when you were a kid and like you're throwing blue steel?
Yeah, those are my senior pictures.
Okay.
My senior pictures, I took them. And I was like 17, almost 18 in those photos. And again, I shaved it I shaved my mustache completely once while I was in high school.
How old were you, Bill? You and I think, kind of developed later in life.
Yeah.
Like you famously were a teenager and looked like you were 9 years old. When did you get your first stash? And did you care at all?
I mean, I couldn't really grow a mustache till I was probably 22 or 23
Yeah,
years
so
old.
down the road. Yeah.
And even then, it was not great. I started growing my beard in, and it was real patchy at first. It's since filled in, but that was probably around 25.
I don't know
25, 26.
I don't know why I was so excited to get my pubes. I don't know why I was like.
I think everybody is, man. I remember
I was like,
every morning when I take a shower,
pubes.
I would check my armpit to see if there's anything going on down there. Because, I mean, everybody else was so far ahead of me, and this is probably when I'm in 8th grade, and everybody's already got armpit hair, and I got nothing, and you just feel so
puny,
stupid. You just
young.
feel like such a loser.
I don't think I remember getting pubes. Just one day they're there, right? And then,
it's gradual.
And then you're grooming for the rest of your life.
No, because I remember.
But you don't start with one.
No, but it scared me, though, because I went to go poop, and, you know, I put my pants down, and then, like, I looked down, and I'm like, whoa, what's that? I thought I, like, didn't clean well from before. I was like, what is that?
Didn't clean well.
It was like in the creases. I'm like, what is this? I was like, I'm getting pubes.
I'm getting my first pube.
I ran out.
And you told everyone, didn't you?
I was like, Ryan, guess what? Yelling from the bathroom. He's like, what? Like, what? I gotta plunge you again? No, I got pubes.
I gotta plunge you again.
I got pubes. He's like, all right, great.
Yeah. He's how much older than you?
He's 3 years older.
3 years older.
So he was well into puberty by the time I got there. But I'm like, all right, so this is how this is gonna go, because I'm a man now. I was like, let's just go to the mall and check out some breezies and kick it. He's like, oh my gosh, I never want to be seen with you in public.
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, but everybody comes about it in a different way. That's pretty wild.
I'm like, can I borrow your deodorant? He's like, you literally have a strand, like your pits don't stink like that yet. I'm like, let me use some deodorant, man. You know, I'll be out there playing ball.
Boy, speaking of going gray, listen, my mom started going gray when she was a teenager. I don't know if that stuff is truly genetic. I started going gray in college, but I can't believe how gray I've gone in just the past few years. Because we'll get Facebook memories. And I'll see photos from like 2017, which, yes, is 5 years ago, but it's not that long. You know, I've been grayish for a long, long time. And for most of that time, my hair was long. And the gray hair is kind of like when it's shorter, you can see it. So when I started cutting my hair, I noticed it. But even as recently as a few years ago, when photos of me pop up, my hair is still brown. And now I'm like all gray in a short, like it all happened at once in a relatively short period of time.
I'm getting my beard.
I never worried about losing my hair because guys in my family die with like full heads of hair. I never worried about losing my hair. I have a widow's peak that I hate, but I never worried about losing my hair.
It works good with your swoop, though.
My swoop.
Your swoop,
yeah.
as Poundcake puts it. I've been getting more and more gray hairs in my beard, where I think I probably got 2 years left in having a beard that has any brown in it.
My beard's all gray. Like, if I grow it out, I look like Santa. But just the hair on my head, I'm like, oh my God, these photos are like from 2018, and it's still mostly brown. And I stopped coloring my hair a long time ago. So I'm like, wow, things happen quickly. They just happen quickly. So
Time makes fools of us all.
It really does, doesn't it? So many other things are able to make a fool of me that I don't need you ganging up on me too. Time. Alan, I'm 43 and I still barely have body hair and struggle to grow a stash. Yeah, I did notice that I'm the oldest of my siblings, and for some reason I'm the hairiest. And that's not saying much, because both of my younger brothers look like they're shaving for a swim meet. Like, they don't have leg hair, they don't have arm hair. I got a lot of both. Like, I don't have anything in my back, nothing nasty like that. But my brothers, boy, they are hairless. They're like Chinese cats.
Dude, there was a guy that I hooked up with that was older than I was, and he had, this is TMI, but still, it really surprised me. He didn't have a hairy butt. I'm like, how? I was like, do you shave your butt? Because it literally just was so smooth.
But is that a weird thing? Like, I don't have
a hairy butt.
Is that a weird thing?
I mean, I expected someone like him to have a hairy butt. And he was like, no, I don't shave my butt. He was like, got hair in the crack, though. I'm like, wow.
Great ass!
But no cheeks.
Yeah, shaving your cheeks would be just annoying. Like,
it is annoying.
It would constantly be growing in. Megan in Grafton said when she first started growing pubes, I told my mom I'm growing a bush. And I started shaving immediately. I was 12.
Oh,
right?
God, that's so
Great ass!
Oh, man.
But no, it's different for dudes. When dudes hit puberty, it's like, you are a man. I don't even think I grew a beard first. I had a mustache first, and then before I grew a beard, I had the itty-bitty little goatee, just like
The flavor saver.
the flavor saver. Yeah. I had that first. I'm like, oh, I could get used to this.
Yeah, I think the first hair that would grow on my face was like under my chin. So like the full neck beard would come in. It's not
Look like a pilgrim.
Yeah, it's not good. Well, that's why I would shave it.
Me, but you cannot take my bunghole.
Okay, I've got to take a break. If you'd like to text for something, 35192. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, you can leave us messages there. And I'll have another chance for you to get to Vegas. Don't forget about that. 5 o'clock every day this week and in the coming weeks, too. Chance for you to get out to Vegas for our iHeartRadio Music Fest.